Hello everyone, this is Aditya Bhatnagar welcoming you in your own show Gupshup with Ishita, powered by Shri Adi Shakti Smart Moms Group and Shri Adi Shakti Shiksha Sansthan. So today, whom we are meeting is the principal of Indo-Asian Girls PU and Women's Degree College, Bangalore, Mrs. Rama K. Ma'am. So let's meet her.
Hello everyone and welcome back to your own channel Gupshup with Ishita, powered by Shri Adi Shakti Smart Mom Group and Shri Adi Shakti Shiksha Sansthan. And today our guest sitting with us is Principal of Indo-Asian Girls PU and Women's Degree College, one and only Mrs. Rama K. Ma'am. So do you know that what makes our interview special today? Let me tell you. Because today is Rama Ma'am's birthday. Ma'am, I would like to grab this opportunity to wish you a very happy birthday.
Thank you, Ishita.
And I would like to give you this greeting card.
Thank you very much. I am really feeling honored.
And even I want to tell something about you and something for you.
Yes.
On your birthday. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you see, smarter than you think, more love than you will ever know. Happy birthday, ma'am.
Thank you, Ishita.
So as we know, there will be two rounds. One will be descriptive and one will be rapid fire round. And at last, there will be a last me blast. And in that, there will be asked a question from all of you and you can get the answer of it in our program only. So stay tuned. So ma'am, let us go for the first question and I would like to ask you that how are you feeling to be with us in this program?
Ishita, first of all, I would like to congratulate you for coming up with this channel and starting up with the Gupshup. Okay, and it's really a good program. And I am feeling honored that today you have come to have an interview with me and that too on my birthday. And I feel it is a very much, I am really feeling that it is a privileged one.
Thank you so
and
much,
I am happy.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. It is the best thing that you are happy. This line is very small, but it means a lot that I am happy.
Yes.
That makes the front person also happy.
Yes.
So let us proceed with next question. That in many interviews they ask that where do you see yourself in next 5 years. But I want to ask that before 5 years, did you see yourself as a principal?
Before 5 years, I didn't see that I would be a principal because I was just a lecturer, which was where I was very happy with my students. Teaching was my profession at that time, and I wasn't actually heading the department of humanities. I was very happy with the students, but I never dreamt of becoming a principal. It was an opportunity given by our chairman as he promoted me from head of the department to principal. So before I could accept this principal's position, there was no other choice for me because sir told me you are capable, you can handle. At that point of time, I definitely thought that whether I can do or not. But okay, when sir convinced me for taking up the position as a principal, and I accepted it 4 years back.
Wow, ma'am. So this is something like a success story. Yeah?
I don't think so it is a success story, but it was every day. I feel that every day the life is a challenge, and we have to face all the challenges whatever comes to our path. And being head of the department and taking up a principal's position, that was something came that was an opportunity that came my way, and I took it up and I'm going through it.
Super, ma'am, truly said. Ma'am, as I know that you wanted to become a lawyer, and now the question I have is that how and why did you change the line from from a lawyer to a principal?
See, those days when I was studying, women were not given so much of privilege to take up their own decision. Of course, my dad was a very kind and good thought person, but my mother, somewhere she felt that if I take up a lawyer job, then she has to search for a person who is in the same field. It becomes very difficult for them. For them, I was the only one daughter. They did not wanted me to face any kind of difficulties during my journey. So they suggested me not to take up a lawyer position or a lawyer to do my BA LLB. So after that, once my dad decided, then I took up my MA in political science, where my journey for teaching started.
Wow. So you did you face any problem to change the line? Like first you I think you would be studying for lawyer job.
No, I was doing my BA. I wanted to do my LLB. LLB was little. That's what my parents told, not to do LLB. So I did not. I was a very whatever came to my way, I just accepted it, and I took it. So in the same way, I took my MA Political Science also. After doing it, when I was doing MA Political Science only, one of my professor told, there was a seminar which was conducted by my professor, that is a relationship between Indo and Pak. That was a seminar which was given to me, and my seminar was something which was based on research. And that particular point of time, my professor told me that your seminar, the presentation was very good. Why don't you take up a research? That motivated me to take up MPhil, and after MPhil, I did my PhD, and today I am in my teaching profession.
Wow, ma'am, that's I'm feeling very nice to hear that, and like a very like that person who motivated you, and when you are telling the story, this is motivating me. So let's go for the next question.
Yes.
So, ma'am, according to you, only studies are important, or skill development is also important?
See, if for Indian education field, skill development is based on talent. If I don't know singing, if I don't know dancing, then how much ever a person comes and teach me singing or dancing, I will not be able to do.
Yeah.
Skill development is necessary where a person is talented in one or the other particular field. That time he or she can be encouraged to take up. But it is not like that. Education is not like that. Education has to be given to each and every individual, whether it is a girl or whether it is a boy. It is a gender. It is not. It is not based on gender. Nothing like that. So education is most important. But at the same time, if a person has a talent, for example, if a person has a talent of stitching and knitting, she or she has to be encouraged so that she can start up her career based on those skills, whatever she has.
Yeah.
And both are important. It is not education is only important, we cannot say. Education is most important, and at the same time, skill also is most important. And most of the times we have seen in our experience, though few women or men, those who don't have any education, they have come up in their life only just because of their skill or their talent. So we can't justify that this is only important, this is only the education is important, skill is important. Both are simultaneously important.
Yeah. So, are you giving any skill development programs for your girls?
Yes, of course, we have a skill development program in our college where See, most of the students they take up their education, and most of them they don't know how to communicate with the employees when they go out of the uh, once they are graduated, when they come out of the college, they don't know how to communicate, how they have to be moving in the companies and all. So at the time it is necessary for us to give a skill development program, a training program, how they have to groom up themselves, how they have to speak and resume writing. Not only that, we have many programs conducted like digital marketing, and for example Tally and GST we are doing, and cloud computing we are doing. This is all add-on courses for those students who are taking a BCom, BBA and BCA students.
Wow, so someone has told really correct, ma'am, that skill is better than strength.
Yes.
Ma'am, how will you increase students' involvement with community?
Students' involvement in the community is must, and we have something called as NSS program, and in NSS program our faculty, we have a faculty called Vandana Bhatnagar who is an NSS officer. All the students are involved in NSS so that they can take up all the community development programs like organizing blood donation camp, organizing library in an NGO, and the planting of the trees. All those kind of programs encourage our students to involve themselves in the community development. And also once in a while they take up Swachh Bharat Abhiyan also, where the cleaning process goes on, not only in the colleges, in the surrounding areas of our college.
Wow, that's really good, ma'am. That was really a breathtaking answer, ma'am. So, ma'am, let us proceed with the next question. That as you are the principal of Women's Degree College and Girls PU College, so what problems you face to handle girl students?
Actually, here one thing I would like to tell Ishita that in 2016 when Chairman Sir gave me an opportunity to take up a principal position, I was very happy. I thought it is a very easy job being a principal for Indo-Asian Girls PU and Women's Degree College. All are girls and women, so I don't need to worry so much about the discipline issues. After taking up the position only, I understood how difficult it is to handle girls, especially those who are in a teenage this thing. That is especially this PU students. It's a very difficult. At the same time, women's degree students are a little. They are coming out of the teenage, and it's very difficult to handle them because we cannot scold as we scold for boys. We have to handle them very carefully because girls are very sensitive. We should not scold them in front of others. Otherwise, they start feeling very bad. There are few issues where really I felt it is very difficult to handle the girls because of their teenage, because they are very sensitive, and because they really feel very bad if we start scolding them in front of everybody. For boys it is not like that. You scold them, they take it up and they go, and again they come back normally. But students, girls are not like that. They keep it in their mind, and it will take for a few weeks to come out of that. So I feel it is really difficult, but somehow I managed, and the girls are really good. Instead of scolding them every now and then, some type of counseling will be given to them so that they can cope up with the discipline issues also.
That shows that how you are not a principal who scolds or anything. You are a smart principal, not by scolding and not being very polite.
Yes, of course, we should be a little polite to the students, because nowadays the students, when we say smoothly, or when we make them understand what has to be done, then they understand it.
Yeah.
Instead of scolding and being rude, it is better making them to understand.
Yes. So as we are talking about girls, ma'am, So as we know that girls like to put makeup and all very much, right?
Yeah.
Even I like to put.
Okay.
And I'm sure that so many girls are watching our program now. So everyone, I want to tell you about a secret makeup.
Okay.
So do you know what is a secret makeup?
Secret makeup, a smile.
Yes, that's really correct. And this makeup is like with no cost, and the example of it is in front of us. So let's resume after a small break. I mean to say a smiley break. So now let's start our rapid fire round in which the answers will be short and the time will also be short. So let us go for the first question, ma'am.
Yes.
So which two books you will suggest every student to read?
I would suggest only one book, that is Bhagavad Gita.
Wow, ma'am. So we have heard that books a day keeps the bad thoughts away.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go for the next question. If you could be a famous personality for a week, who would you be?
Famous
Personality
Of-
for a week.
for a week, Dr. Abdul Kalam.
Wow, marvelous, ma'am. Now I have an interesting question for you, ma'am. If you had a time machine and you could go in past, so what would you do with that, ma'am? What special thing you would do?
In the past,
Yeah.
I would go back to my childhood.
Yes, ma'am. This everyone wants, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what made you laugh today?
My daughter's smile.
Wow, ma'am. That's great answer. And who do you admire the most?
My dad.
Wow. Even the same thing for me, ma'am. Even I admire my father.
For girls, father is the one who is like a godfather,
Yes.
who we believe and trust more than
Yeah.
anybody else.
Yes, yes. So successfully we have completed our rapid fire round also, and now it is the time for last May blast. The one last May blast is for ma'am, and one last May blast is for you all. So first let us see last May blast for ma'am. So ma'am, all your students and teachers have prepared something, a small surprise for you. So why don't we see it?
Yes, I'm eager to see it.
Yes.
Many more happy returns of the day. You're always a true friend of mine. Have a great year ahead. Bye.
Wish you very happy birthday, ma'am. May God bless you and give you a big box of happiness and joy.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Happy birthday, Rama, ma'am. God bless you with all the happiness. Stay blessed, and I wish you a very happy, successful, colorful, beautiful birthday to you. Happy birthday. God bless you.
Full of many blessings. May God continue to bless your life and give you all desires of your heart. Once again, many more happy returns of the day, dear Rama ma'am.
Hello Rama ma'am, many more happy returns of the day. It's been a great pleasure working under you. God bless you with a lot of joy, happiness and success in all your endeavors in your life.
Happy birthday, ma'am. great year ahead. We all love you. All the best.
Wish you a very happy birthday, ma'am. God bless you.
ಹಾಯ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಬ್ಬದ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. 100 ವರ್ಷ ನಗನಗ್ತಾ ಬಾಳಿ. ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಮ್.
Hi, ma'am. Wishing you a very happy birthday. Have a good day and have a good year ahead.
Ma'am, may you have all the joy you can hold, and all the smiles you can unfold, and all the best, world's best in everything. Wishing you a very happy birthday, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Many more happy returns of the day. Stay blessed. We all love you.
Wish you a very, very happy birthday. Love you, ma'am.
Many more happy returns of the day, ma'am. May God bless you. Make this year prosperous and loving. Bye, ma'am.
ఇలాంటి వేడుకలు మరెన్నో జరుపుకోవాలని మనసారా కోరుకుంటూ హృదయపూర్వక జన్మదిన శుభాకాంక్షలు.
ದೇವರ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಸದಾ ಇರಲಿ.
Many more happy returns of the day. God bless you. We love you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
A very happy birthday, ma'am. The love of success throughout the journey in India. Thank you for tolerating our tantrums and love you unconditionally. Thank you, ma'am, for everything.
Hi ma'am, this is Nagashri from 2020 batch. On this special occasion, I would like to wish you many more happy returns of the day, and the smile on your face never fades, and keep smiling.
Many more happy returns of the day, Ramana. We are so lucky to have such a loving and beautiful principal. You have been a great role model and never failed to inspire us. Among all the students and teachers in our college, you always stay the beauty queen of our college. We always admire your style, your dressing, and many more, ma'am. Stay happy and charismatic as always you are. Once again, a happy birthday, ma'am.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, and the sun burning tonight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, and the sun burns tonight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Was a surprise?
No words to express. I would like to thank all my students, my faculty members, and my friends for this giving a great surprise.
Thank you, ma'am. So before knowing the last minute blast for you guys, let us know the winner of last two last episodes. So let's see their name and also their talent. Now it is a time for last May blast for you guys. That means the questions. The question. And if you had seen our episode from beginning to the end, you would be able to give the answer very fastly and very rapidly, right? So the question goes is, whom do ma'am admire the most? And your time starts now till 12 night. So ma'am, I would like to ask you a last question, ma'am. That do you believe in competition?
Yes, of course, I believe in competition because when once the competition is there, only we can achieve the goal, and goal can be turned into a success.
Yes.
And we should have a very healthy competition. Yeah, and a very positive kind of competition
Not
should be
comparing.
there. Not comparing with others. Nowadays, we can see that all the parents compare their children and they encourage, they compare and they compel them to study or take up the activities, whatever they are not interested. It should not be like that. It should be based on their talent, and it should be a very healthy competition.
Yes, and nowadays, ma'am, as we know that some parents are pressuring their children to go for the competition and just spoiling their childhood.
Yes.
Yes. So, what message you would like to give those parents?
Not to compel the students, whatever the students are interested. If they are interested to take up the competitions, let them take up. And they should feel that they have to go out. We should only encourage, as a parent, we should only encourage them to do, and it's our duty to only encourage, not to compare with anybody.
Yes, that's totally correct, ma'am. Make the movement memorable. Let's take a sweet snack. I would like to heartily thank you for joining our program and giving us some time from your busy and hectic schedule. And this is a great thing for me and my whole team. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ishita, for arranging this interview with me, and thank you very much. And I congratulate you for taking up this like this kind of programs.
Thank you, ma'am. And we will meet you again with one more personality in one other episode. Just subscribe our channel and like the video and stay tuned. Bye.